Today we are going to take a closer look at something completely different on this channel. What's up everybody, welcome to the Life of a Board Gamer. My name is Daniel and today we are going to take a closer look at the game book, not the board game. So I cannot show you very much of it, otherwise it would be like spoiler all over the place. But I'm going to tell you a little bit about it, show you some other stuff that you can get with this book that makes this experience even more awesome than it is. So first of all, the book itself, it is called the NECRONOMICON game book DAGON. I'm not really sure how it is pronounced. So I was contacted by, let me read it because I will probably butcher it even when reading it. Officina Meningi. I think that is completely wrong pronounced, but I will leave the links in the description down below so you know what I'm talking about. So I was contacted by them and they asked me would I be interested in reviewing this little booklet. And when I saw it was like choose your own adventure style book, I was 100% in it. For some time now I was toying with the idea that I want to play some of these choose your own adventure books and see how it works. I was really interested how what the feeling is when you are deciding your story and where you want to go with it and all that. So when they contacted me, it was like they knew what I was thinking about recently, so I was completely 100% in it. I said yes, please send me. I want to see how these choose your own adventure thingies work and do I like them. So they send it to me. They send me books. They send me some other stuff. So what I got this cool 9 d6 dice that has little cthulhu on it. As you probably saw it, but if you are not aware, this is an h.p. Lovecraft universe. This is Cthulhu stuff and all that. We'll talk about it more later. So I got this dice because you will need it for testing some abilities, madness, all kinds of different strengths, whatever. When you are going through a book and when you are fighting monsters, you need to roll the dice, see what happens, and how everything will be decided, the fights, and will you make it or not, general stuff. So you got this little pencil that also has little Cthulhu on it over here, and you get this nice bookmarker, and you can write here on which paragraph you ended up if you didn't finish the story in one day, for example. So you also get this map, this cool map. This is the Kingsport Island, I think, or just is this just a place by the sea? I'm not really sure. And while you are going through book, you can see where everything is set up. So you get, if your imagination is not that good, now you know where the graveyard is and the church and all the routes that you were taken through and all that. And you get this little booklet that you will basically keep your stats and everything in here. So I already wiped it out because I didn't want to leave any spoilers for you. There might be little spoilers here. So yeah, okay, I left a little spoiler. So in my last adventure, my madness, I was a little bit paranoid at the end. So you had to add some numbers to your rolls and see if the nightmares will get you and stuff like that. But basically, just quick rundown. You will start with some force and will. You will decide how much points will you put in each. You have 6 points to spend, if I'm not mistaken. So if you spend lots of in force, you can basically fight anyone and win. But as soon as you enter nightmares, you are one and done, probably. So you need to rearrange those kind of not equally, but however you feel is necessary. It is really up to you. Resistance is basically a life point. If you go to 0 resistance, you are dead. And you have your equipment that you will hold here, and some money if you have it, and some bullets if you find some guns and all that. And down here you have madness, where you will track are you well balanced, are you stressed, paranoid, schizophrenic, or completely delirium, derailed and all that. And over here, when you are fighting other monsters, things, whatever you encounter in this book, if you encounter, doesn't mean that you will. So you will fight them and you will keep the score here of the life of your opponent and your life, and then you will erase them and write the new numbers as the round goes, as you fight each round and roll dice and see what happens. And over here you have a handy dandy chart to know how much damage you received or didn't, and how much damage received your opponent or didn't. So yeah, they say you can, there's like 6 or 7 pages here that you can use. There's also an Italian version on the other side. So, but you can freely just make a photocopy of this and use it as one and done, or you can be a smart guy or a girl and you can laminate it, and then you can use one sheet over and over again, which is super awesome. You can have multiple sheets if multiple people are playing this game, reading through this book. I don't know if the correct term is playing the game, but yeah, this is some extra stuff that you get, but the book itself. Okay, so the book consists of 80, I think it's 80, let me just quickly check out, yeah, 80 chapters. So I will just quickly show you how it looks. You will not be able to read anything unless you hit the pause, but you really don't want to do that. So basically you have these chapters and you're going to read through one of the chapters depending where you end up. And then the chapter will tell you go to chapter 36 or 53 and you will scroll. You will go to let's say 63, for example. You will read what happens, how the story progresses, and then you will read another. It will tell you go to 51, then you will go back to 51 and read that. And in some cases you will end up tired and you will need some sleep, and then you will enter the realm of nightmares. And depending how well balanced is your madness, you will either end up fighting some crazy stuff in your dreams, or you will just have a pleasant sleep. It really depends. So I played through this book 3 times now. If I'm not mistaken, it has 8 different endings that you can end up with. It really depends. All depends what you want to do and how you want to do it. I once played it as more of an aggressive game where I tried and fight everyone. I was literally fighting anyone I can. And you can always decide to slip out and see if you can outrun them and outsmart them that way. But then I played another game where I was completely not wanting to fight anyone and trying to deceive and all that, and it was completely different experience. Overall, I really like this one. I think I found new genre of games that I want to go through. So this was a Kickstarter version. I don't know if you can get it. I will leave you all the links in the description down below if you're interested in this type of things. I don't know if you can get it now. I think you probably can get it on a pre-order, and they are currently, I think, ready to make another Kickstarter for another book. So maybe you can get this one and that one also in one Kickstarter, which would be awesome because you would have some extra stories to go through. And yeah, it would be cool if they were interchangeable, like take the book number 1, go to the chapter. Oh, that would be cool, right? But either way, this book was lots of fun to read through. I was super interested what will happen. I just couldn't leave the book alone. When I started reading, I needed to read through the finish. I need to come to the end. I was really not giving up on it and like, oh, I'll continue just tomorrow. No, I want to know now what will happen next. I was really drawn into it. And you are hearing all that from a guy that really is not that much into all the Lovecraftian universe and all that Cthulhu stuff. I'm really not fan of Cthulhu thing. I'm not saying it's bad or I'm annoyed by it, but I'm just not drawn to it. And still I had so much fun with this book. Now, I really wish I could go into more details, but I really can't because I would spoil it really hard for you, and I want you to have the same experience as I did if you haven't done these kinds of type of books or whatever. I'm really not sure how to even call it. But yeah, that is that. I liked it. I really enjoyed how it went, and I think I will most definitely review the next one as soon as it's out because it was super fun. Super fun. So that is that. If you want some other type of content besides board game, check this book out. It is lots of fun. And if you still didn't, hit the like button because that way this video will the guys from Officina Meningi will see it and see that the video has lots of likes, and then they will make some more books for us. Also, if you didn't subscribe, because once we reach 1000 subscribers, and we are like 180 subscribers away from 1000, we are going to do such a great giveaway that you can learn all about in a video after this one. It will be in a link, so you just click that box and see what I'm talking about. Also, leave a comment if you wish. If you don't, all of that you can do or you don't. It's really up to you. Also, I have a Patreon, check it out. It's nothing special yet, but I'm working on reworking it, so it will be much better when I'm done with it. But definitely check that one out. We have some cool dice over there. And yeah, that is that. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for subscribing and all that. Even if you didn't, thank you for spending some time with me. And until next time, pozdrav. Gamebook DAGON. I'm really not sure. It is basically a choose your own adventure storytelling book thingy. I have boogers